Hey everyone, Hunter here, or from LEGO Studios. Welcome back to another LEGO Star Wars review. As you are looking at this, you may be wondering, why is there a Clone Wars set in front? Well, as I haven't been doing quite a good job, but as I mentioned in the Star Wars Anakin Starfighter one, that I've been wanting to do a throwback day to do sets on reviews on some older sets of mine. Haven't been doing a good job just because, one, my original plan was on Saturday, but Saturdays don't really work. To get it up on Saturday, I'd have to record on Friday, and Friday I'd work on some other stuff. So it was just too hard, where I realized, I'm like, well, I can do it on Thursday. I can record it Wednesday and upload it Thursday. So this is a little bit easier. So I'm actually recording this Wednesday night, but I'm going to be recording on Thursday. It's going to be uploaded on Thursday. So hopefully the schedule will work. I've got the upcoming older sets. I've got some classic sets that I've got here to review. Right now there's a few Clone Wars ones I'm going to stick to, but I've got some other ones. Plus, I found this really awesome deal at this new store. I don't want to say I'm going to get it, but it is a possibility of getting a classic LEGO set. But other than that, let's get into the actual review. The name of the set, of course, is the LEGO Geonosian Starfighter. Has 313 pieces, if I'm correct. I checked this up, but it's either 313 or 311, and the price was $30 back then. You can now get it for, I found on eBay, the last one that I found on eBay was like $50. So a little over than the original price line, but still not overly crazy. But yeah, the original price was $30. I got it for $30 when it first came out back in 2011. So this is a set that came out 2017, 6 years ago. Sorry, my brain wasn't working. So this set came out in 2011, 6 years ago, and I'm gonna say it's probably a cooler Star Wars set, Clone Wars set, in my opinion, than most people might think, just because they've only made two. They had the classic one that just came with two Geonosian and I think like 1 or 2 battle droids. And that was like for episode 2 when episode 2 first came out. Where this, of course, is for the Clone Wars. The set comes with 3 minifigures. One is, there's only one that's exclusive, and that is Ciotti Monday. The rest are non-exclusive. So let's get into the figures before we get into the actual build. So first we have Ciotti Monday. They're Ciotti Monday, not Monday. Again, he is exclusive still to this day in the set, except for next spring. Because in the spring we're actually supposed to get a battle pack with 2 clone troopers, which I'm really excited about. A different Jedi, and then him. Now, I don't know if it's going to be a Clone Wars version of him. I'm hoping for a normal Episode 3 type one, like they did with the turbo tank with Luminara and Quinlan Voss, and then with the small tank with, I can't remember her name. I'm blanking on it. But I'm hoping it's going to be Episode 3. If it is, that means this guy is still exclusive of this version of the Clone Wars. He does have some nice printing. Again, the lighting's a little difficult because I'm recording this at night because I was busy all day today. But he does have nice printing. He's got his Jedi robes. His back printing. He's got his hood right there. He's got tan arms. He's got the dark tan legs. He comes with a standard blue lightsaber. And he's got the giant cone head part thing that goes on his head. So yeah, and of course he's got the giant eyes, as all Clone Wars characters do. That's pretty cool. that was probably one of my favorites out of the set, but it isn't my favorite. Next we have the Geonosian pilot. This is not a normal Geonosian warrior. I will be showing the warrior in a different Throwback Thursday. This is the pilot. The difference between pilots and warriors is... Oh, if it'll focus. Focus. There we go. So this the difference between the warriors and the pilots is the pilots actually don't have any wings. They don't come with any wings. They're just literally wingless. Where the warriors do have wings. But other than that, for the Lego version, the Lego printing and all that is the same exact. I do love the head. They did a great job with the Clone Wars Geonosian heads. I have quite a few of these buggers. Surprisingly, I do have quite a few of these guys. I'm debating on actually getting a second one of these off of eBay, just because it is a cool set to have multiples. But I'm not even for sure if I'm willing to spend $50 on it. But yeah, so that is the Geonosian pilot. Back printing, you can see his scales. So yeah. Now this is my favorite figure out of the set is Commander Cody. He's actually my favorite clone out of everyone. My second favorite would have to be Captain Rex and then Fives, but Cody is definitely my favorite, even though he did sadly betray Obi-Wan Kenobi. But he is my favorite out of the set, and probably of course, my favorite clone. Now, Cody is not exclusive for this version. This version came in the Clone Wars Republic gunship. There we go. So he isn't exclusive, but it's still cool. There's only 2 sets that came out with him, the gunship and this set. Sadly, that's all the versions of Cody that Lego ever made, which is quite sad, being Cody is such a well-known clone trooper like Captain Rex, and he only got 2 figures. I really have hope for the future that Lego would make a Phase 2 Commander Cody, because I've got a custom one that works, but I'd love to get a normal Lego. Yeah, as you can tell, he's got printing on the top of his helmet and on that, as well as orange printing on the chest. He's got orange arms. On the back is just a normal plain white clone trooper print. He doesn't have any printing on the legs, which is fine. They weren't doing it on the legs yet. Then just the rest of the helmet's normal. He came with the visor. He also came with a bunch of clone armor that you could put on. There's one that was right here. A waist cape. A bunch of these and a bunch of the antennas. But I don't usually... I just put on the ones that actually make sense. Then the rest I deck out the other clones. Take his helmet off. He's got a plain normal clone trooper face, which isn't accurate, being he does have that scar on this side of his face, but I can live with that. Yeah, so that's Commander Cody. He's my favorite clone. That's why he's probably my favorite out of this set. There we go. So that is all the figures. Again, only $30, so 3 figures would make sense. Ciotti Monday just dropped his lightsaber. So here is the actual ship. The only thing that's missing from the ship is the missile. The reason why is I took apart the missile because it had a few parts that I needed. Other than that, the set is fully complete. You can only fit one guy in, and that's of course the Geonosian pilot. This is the inside. Give you a look. Oh, whoops. Broke off one of the side parts. So what you do is you take the Geonosian pilot, like so, and you slide him in. He doesn't stick on any sides. He just slides in, and you close it like that. He's got a little bubble. So, yeah. This is a pilot cockpit. The weapon right here literally just moves side to side. It doesn't move up or down, or else I would, of course, hit this. So, that's pretty okay. The engine is okay as well. It just spins round. It doesn't spin as smoothly as once before, being it is a little bit older, but it still spins. And that's what I meant by not as well as used to. Because if you push too hard, you're gonna break the sides. Which, see, the detail on this, the detail on the ship looks great. It's just the actual, you know, if Lego would make another one, say, probably for episode 2, I think they could have done a little bit better right here, and a little bit right here, being this is literally only held in by this stud right here, which is the only the stud connected. It just goes in between that. That's it, and that pops off as well. Sorry. So this is the bottom. Of course, again, this is where the missile goes in, but again, I am missing the missile. So yeah, I got all the stuff set up. I got all the minifigures up here. I grabbed the ship, and when I was setting it down, I accidentally bumped this, and nothing fell. I'm like, oh yeah, I kind of took the missiles out. But that doesn't really matter for the actual set. That's just a play feature where you lift this up, and the missile slides out and blows up. So other than that, the set is a good set. $30 for the original price is pretty good. $50 on eBay is pushing, being it is eBay, but you could probably find it for a better deal. But if you're really wanting the set, just because you want to get the Ciotti Monday or you really want to get Commander Cody, just because maybe you don't have the Republic gunship from the Clone Wars, and and Cody's one of your favorites, and you really want to get him, and this is the cheapest way to get him, being the gunship is pretty darn expensive, then I would say, yeah, it's pretty good. $50, again, you're pushing a little bit, but I can see why you would pay that much. But other than that, I think that's going to be it. Hope you guys enjoyed this review. Also, stay tuned for tomorrow for the advent calendar as well, being I left that in the back, being I didn't want to move it for my own purposes. But also stay tuned for next week for the Throwback Thursday. I'm going to try to do it normally, that way I don't mess up something up. But I think that's going to be it. Hope you guys have a great, wonderful day. Bye-bye. Oh, wait. Yeah, bye-bye.